So the ratings for AEW Dynamite versus NXT, both were down. They weren't great. They were pretty average. A little bit above the low for AEW, a little bit in the middle for NXT. We'll get into a little bit of it. AEW was like 7th in like 18 to 49. They beat SmackDown. They were the top for wrestling. And that's important. Wrestling isn't as popular now. We'll get into the fact that there's no big star now, but that's the thing. And you don't have a star. AEW, NXT. Well, it's relative. Like, they're very close to SmackDown. They get closer and closer to SmackDown Raw ratings because those ratings keep going down. They keep going up. I mean, they're not. They have won this year, this recently, even though they were close. Like after that pay-per-view, maybe they need more pay-per-views. I'm not for over pushing Omega like Meltzer's saying. They want to build to that point when it's like very successful. Even Cornette would agree. Don't have them face each other right away. You don't know if Omega even draws. Like NJPW World did not have it increased in the numbers, but it wasn't like the 1 million subscribers like WWE Network had. It had like 70,000 or whatever it was. I don't know about the numbers. I'm pretty sure. I don't know. Impact on Access, the ratings are not that good. Probably why they're on Twitch. NJPW on Access, I don't know. I haven't checked the numbers. I like the storyline that he's champion. That's great, but like, there's still so many uncertainties about Kenny Omega's drawing. Is the point. He drew in the pay-per-view, but in wrestling nowadays, it's like backwards. The main event doesn't draw. It's the first match that always has the highest ratings, and people were really looking for Kenny Omega and Page. The tag team division can really main event stuff. They did that with the last show with Omega and Page versus Best Friends. I was really thinking that Best Friends were going to win the belts, and then I was thinking it was like, and this week it was like 10-0, so you figure it was going to happen. But yeah, they always put a main event in the opener, so I don't know if new audiences know that, but the casual hardcores know it. Yeah, second hour having Nyla and I like the Dark Order, but like Brody Lee was not being featured in a main event status thing. It was like a comedy story. Nyla was in a Nyla's alright, but like the squash match. You want the woman demographic too, but like just that. They draw, but I don't know what recently. At least in the beginning it did. And at least with Rico, I don't know the numbers post Rico. And I feel like they've ran out of ideas of what to do with Sheeta. Like she had a long streak, it was good. Picking the hyper up as Goldberg versus Chris Jericho or Britt Baker, but Britt Baker's not around now. So they don't really have anywhere to go with that. And the matches Sheeta's been having isn't as Bret Hart WWE style like she was now. Like now she's taking a lot more risks and they're not paying off and they don't look as good. I felt this way about the NJPW matches for Dominion, for New Japan Cup as well. They're not perfect, not like WCW, Chris Jericho, Chris Benoit, Eddie Guerrero, Dean Malenko matches. The Young Bucks didn't draw, even though they were in the main event, and that was a phenomenal match. The star power wasn't as strong. I feel like they were hype. I think FTR does draw, at least according to the YouTube numbers. They set up from last week, and it's not sinking in. But yeah, there is this whole WWE destroyed the idea that tag teams can draw issue, and I'll talk about the rebuild. And WWE probably has the same issue when they have women main event because like used to having not women not main event WWE. 18-39 to beat SmackDown was pretty significant. Like that's their number one something. So hey, there you can do. First hour, I have to go back to the first hour. The first hour was so good. The FTW title, Young Bucks, all those tag teams in that 8-man tag, phenomenal. The Canadian Destroyer outside the ring, phenomenal. I mean, that was more of a sport thing rather than a sports entertainment thing, which isn't what AEW is. I thought the Omega Page match was like good. I think Wardlow was this match. I think Wardlow was last week. There's another match too, which is really good. Oh, didn't discuss it, but Lance Archer is so damn good now. I would not picture him having 5-star matches when he was in Impact or even NGW early on, but really now he's really good. And they just had solid matches. The second half, the matches, there was a squash, there was a comedy match. You can sort of have that. I don't know why. Like if WWE did it or like it was in the 90s, like that would have been tolerable, but it doesn't work so well now. That's an issue. Cole and Lee did draw. I don't know if it's because people were tired of. They was Figure Four suggested that they just lost ratings because like they had those two Nyla and Cole Cabana. Cole Cabana I guess could draw too. ROH before the Lee Cole main event. Maybe Lee can draw, or maybe it's that. We will see next week. We'll see if they get a pay-per-view bump next week. And then AEW is still in the middle of pay-per-view, so we shall see. What are your thoughts on subscribe?